My name is Robbie Barratt. I'm a football photographer at AMA Sports Photo Agency, and this is our book from the FIFA World Cup, Russia, Kosmos. So at the end of the semi-final, I think we were all devastated. I was definitely devastated and upset. Matt went off back to the press room to talk to his Japanese friends about God knows what, I don't know. And I stood it out pitch side with the fans and a few other photographers waiting for Gareth to come back out. I think we waited maybe about an hour plus for him to come back out, and he stood there for 10 minutes applauding and waving to the fans, who many were in tears. It was quite a special moment and worth the wait, definitely. The stadium that they built over there were incredible. The architecture and design that they put into it made it so photographic and just so visually pleasing to see compared to the kind of red brick of Anfield over here that you get. They were just outstanding. I think the fans over there were the biggest contrast for me. The colours and all the face paint and the headdresses they all had on. To what I'm used to back in Huddersfield, with the men with the flat caps and wrapped up in the big tweed jackets. It was just a big contrast. So I was at the Argentina and Nigeria game, and I heard a big rapturous applause, and I turned around and it was Diego Maradona, and I couldn't believe what I was seeing. So the book we've produced is not your typical kind of football photos that you see in papers. We've wanted to produce more of a storytelling book that's covered our Russia World Cup. So Matt did most of the flying, to be fair, and I was on the overnight trains quite a lot. And in and around the train stations and the airport as well, there was just branding everywhere. There was fans all dressed up in their colours, they'd bought branded Zabi Bakr, the mascot t-shirts, and there were signs everywhere saying to certain fan areas and things like that. On the metro and the trains, particularly Spartak Moscow one, they had like a football branded on the wall, and it was just everywhere you went, it was just so picturesque and brilliant. So the opening game, I was up in the tribune, so I had the bird's eye view of the stadium. I had the choice to be the pitch side, but I thought the tribune would be the ideal position just to take it all in and just let the World Cup kind of sink in and get my head around what the long journey was ahead of me. So the day before the World Cup final, we went to a little flea market in Moscow, and it just basically typified the entire Russians at the World Cup and how they were really geared up for it and excited, embraced it. There was little models of the Luzhniki Stadium and the Spartak Moscow Stadium, and little World Cup models. Matt, for example, got a picture of a girl doing keepy-uppies outside her stall, and it was just brilliant, just a great environment and a great atmosphere. So without a doubt, my favourite moment of the entire World Cup was Harry Kane's last-minute winner against Tunisia. First of all, it was my first game covering England at the World Cup, and just waiting out patiently for that moment. Sat on the side, shoulder to shoulder, everybody else again. He ran straight towards me, and on the floor, and all the whole England team came in and piled on top, and it was just lovely to kind of shoot down at Kane getting picked up after just a euphoric winner, really. Brilliant. So although we like to try and capture and set the scene with our pictures, we also like to try and capture almost kind of portraiture images if we can. I was covering the Germany game, and I'd seen this nice dark background behind Joachim Löw, and he was looking away all the time, and I just waited quite patiently in this set position. I knew it was going to be a nice background, and he looked just to his right very briefly, and I just fired a few frames off and then looked back to where he was looking. So I was very lucky to get a nice portraiture kind of picture. I think the 6 weeks in Russia for the World Cup were the hardest thing I've ever had to do, but looking back now, it's the most rewarding thing and a great memory.